Right, firstly, it's been a year and a half since we saw you fought in the cage.
Yes.
Is there plans to fight again?
I'd love to fight again, yes. I can't wait, actually, but I do need to make sure that I'm ready. I have a lot of prior engagements. I've got some acting to do. I've got some TV hosting to do. I've got a lot of other things which are happening at the moment. So they do take priority. However, I'm still on the fitness train. So a lot of my sponsors, they basically encourage me to continue to work out. So I am currently in fight shape right now, but I'm not ready to fight at the moment mentally.
Well, I was going to ask you about that. You've been quite busy outside the cage with TV presenting, acting. How are you finding them side of things?
Well, no, of course I love that, and that's one of the directions I wish to go with my career. Acting would be fantastic. As a long-term thing, I have to shift life around in order to make that happen. But it's something I really enjoy, and things that I enjoy I tend to do better at, and you know, fighting is one of those things that I enjoy, and I eventually will get back in the cage as soon as possible, really. I've got to make sure that some of the engagements that I have right now can get moved, finished, out of the way, done, dusted. Maybe end of this year I'll be in the cage.
I think one's coming back in July, I think then October.
Okay.
So possibly maybe October,
Let's
and
see.
any possible opponents if it all fits into place?
Yes, possible October card then in that case. However, work can just jump up at any time. Possible opponents, I don't know. I've had a fair few run-ins with a lot of people in the lightweight division, and I'm still in the lightweight division, so I'll fight at 76.3. And I don't know who's around now. The game changes quite a lot in a year and a half. So let's see who's in the lightweight division and who it would be fun to have me fight against.
So I guess as well as keeping your eye on with your training, you're keeping your eye in with the fighters and the fights that are going on.
Yes.
Sounds pretty busy.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty busy. I've got my fingers in all sorts of pies right now, and that's a good thing. Variety is the spice of life. But I do envy some of my brethren who are able to just sit down and train. You know, that'll be the best thing. So actually, I was very happy after I finished work. So I had 3 months with just intermittent running, and the last couple of weeks I've been in the gym. Doing martial art training in the gym, martial art training in the gym, and it's been fantastic. Cycling on top of that, so I'm literally almost fight ready.
Guess what, when it comes to fighting and particularly mixed martial arts, you can't do it half-hearted. You can't do it when you're doing loads of other stuff. It has to be 100%.
Yes, it has to be 100%. And being physically ready is one thing, but then being ready for an actual fight is quite another. So mentally, I have to be prepared to be a bit aggressive. Generally, I'm not. And also, on top of that, I have to be ready with my physical abilities in the cage. You know, I have to make sure my grappling's good, my wrestling's good, my striking's good. So getting on a bike is great for cardio, and my legs, so good for my base. But maybe it's not going to help me win the fight properly. You know, I mean, if you put a professional cyclist up against a professional martial artist, you know who's going to win in their respective sports.
Well, you're talking about pans in pies. One of them was self-defense class today. Obvious question, but why is self-defense so important?
Well, self-defense is good for confidence. Now, I mean, it's not the be-all and end-all, but for example, I go for a run at night, 11 p.m., 12 o'clock, and I'm not in Singapore, I'm in Malaysia. And, you know, it can get a little bit scary sometimes, but I don't really have any fear. I just do what I got to do. And if something happens, I'll play by ear. And I've got that confidence from being able to fight, from being quite good with my mobility, all sorts of things. So martial arts is good for confidence. And if you're confident, people will not want to bully you. And if you're a bully and you don't have a high self-esteem, maybe if you did some martial arts, you'd find a way, you'd find a focus. And it's not even just martial arts, it's finding a sport that you're good at. For example, if you have a kid who's 5 years old, okay, let's say 10 years old, they're getting bullied at school, you take them to a martial art class, they get scared by that, then as a parent, you should nurture your child and send them in the direction of something that they enjoy. If it's swimming, for example, send them to go swimming, and then they'll find a whole bunch of friends that they can swim with. And then if they get higher level, then everyone there will become a bit more mature maybe, and then they won't be into the bullying because they're too focused on trying to do well at the swimming and doing school, college. So put yourself in a different environment if you're able to. Find yourself a hobby that you enjoy and that you can really, take on board, and that will boost your confidence in one arena, if not many. And then if you want to do martial arts, if that's your thing, do it, because you will really boost your confidence through that.
That's great advice, and you can't, confidence is such a big thing, even if it's not necessarily in fighting, just having confidence is massive.
Yes.
How did you get into MMA?
Well, I was into mountain bike, BMX, that kind of thing, and I had a bunch of friends that wanted to get into some other fitness things. One guy wanted to lose weight, and we went to a martial art class. And I was looking through the window. It's a story, I can't remember, it might have been out there a few years ago, looking through the window, and I just saw these guys. I was 20 years old. These guys are like 30, 35 years old, my age. Obviously, so I'm looking up to me. No, but those guys were doing a fantastic job. They're like throwing each other around, doing striking. Some came from other martial arts backgrounds. Some were like doing kicks. It was just extraordinary. It's what I watched a lot of Jackie Chan films. In England, you had to watch late night BBC 2 or Channel 4 to get those back in the day. And it was exciting to watch. And then it was right there in front of me happening, and I was like, wow. So I joined with my friend. My friend dropped out, continued to do cycling, but I got into the martial art thing late at 20 years old. So it was good. I had my fitness level from the cycling, and then I moved over into the martial arts. Different fitness level completely, I can guarantee you that. I think at my particular level. And I really enjoyed it, and I practiced every day. My bosses at work told me to stop throwing punches in the air and doing, I was really enthusiastic at the time. And obviously it's changed my life, and it's a skill that you can use in a talent show, or it's a skill that you can use to boost your confidence. It's a skill that you can use to teach other people to boost their confidence. I go out for a run with my cousin, it's okay. I don't think she's going to get stabbed or murdered. I'm pretty sure I'll try and do something to stop that, unless I'm unlucky. But, what you get from martial arts is an ability, a confidence, and you can inspire other people. And that's what the One Championship athletes do.
They certainly do. Lastly, if you're going to give one bit of advice for people who want to take up MMA or self-defense, what advice would you give them?
Well, pick something that you like. Right now, there's so much choice. You have grappling techniques, you have standing techniques you can try out. So pick a school that you have people that will train with you that you like, and a bit of a family sort of environment, a family feel, and that will help you grow faster. That will give you more passion, and then you'll be more interested about what your friend is doing in the upcoming competition, and you're like, well, maybe I could do that. And then there's always one of your martial arts brothers that's so much better than you, confirmed, but they will still inspire you to do better. And then with the family thing, you'll continue to grow. So find a place where there are people that you like to hang out and train with.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you back inside the cage if we see that, and obviously the presenting side and acting side and all that. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.